Also insane if there was anything else out there with how the other day on one that I put up that I know someone viewed and everything else. I'm very sorry. They were beating me. I had a 10 supplement, supposedly good for my liver, mostly because they've given me some chemicals and mercury and everything else in the whole world here. Just saying. Uh, it's something that they do to people here, either to suck the gold out of them so they won't have a sex drive or something else, or tin or one of those other things, or copper so it'll affect their memory. And strontium goes with this one thing, venom, that I sent into Library of Congress. That's what they call it. They looked it up in comic books. It's supposed to help me bleed out more. So their main thing is they want me to bleed out because my liver has to be screwed up. And anyway, not really sure what else to say over it, but you know, if I was overly agitated with it and you watched that video, I'm just being honest with you. That was from the local manager I have that says he has NSA equivalency, which around here just means he was caught for computer crimes and still keeps doing them against the United States government. And they have a shadow operation, and even with that, due to his private nature of playing around with it, he probably got in and got, well, we'll assign him here so he has to at least bust 25% of his people. Then they'll thin him out or something else. But, it's just what happens here. And, 10, it gets in this part of your brain, and they'll beat you with it and try and do whatever it is. Try and make you have a seizure, say this to flashing lights. There's no such thing as that or anything else. It's just they'll get into your car through the GPS, radio signal, or anything else. They really treat you like stupid shit. And I hate every damn last one of them. But, for all the undercover police that just go around there and make up bullshit and everything else, I mean, if there was a way for me to show you any of the crap that you all have been doing for the last so long here and everything else with it, and the private security forces with everything, I mean, my God, you can't even use the terms police, FBI, military, which I know a lot of you all have moved over to there, to that, and everything, for describing any of you all, because y'all make your own training things, say about how you're still superior to the United States, and everything you're doing here is to rob, destroy, and kill the United States. End of story. And it's all came out of your mouths in one way or another. And it's like, we're not trying to do that because we love the USA. And the USA was really ours because we were the first natives of the world. And it's like, technically you were the mistake of wherever you came from and landed in a spaceship. And I don't really care. It's the truth. That's why you burned this one. Always burned the Church of the First Order and anything that's affiliated with it to the ground. Like the one you did in California. Supposedly so you could fully take over there. But anyway, shit, man. I mean, locked up abroad has been brought up so much to me. And it's like they have a little prison. They throw prisoners in, they let them process them. And, maybe they make it out for parole. Here, we would never do that. They just have like a regional area they just turned over to like international war criminals because they couldn't keep up with it, and then it didn't jive with some of the president's religions. Basically like everybody since Nixon. But, don't worry. As soon as you point out something to them over it, that's like throwing racist and Dixiecrats. Democratic saboteurs to whichever party they want to go to. It's just wonderful watching them go, we don't have the police force or any way to explain it to the general public that that's just a large group of Nazis that came here and people that are politically aligned with them. Like the Confederacy was with the Pope through his vassal France. That they came over and did a hocus pocus dance and shook French rosaries at him and said, kill the USA and make it a Christian theocracy. And you couldn't do it in a constitutional convention. Any other problems? Why we do not like France a lot here. And then there's always like, there's a small part of it. You're about to step on them in that World War. We like those Frenchies. Okay? They ate snails. So what? And horse, which is next to the Constitution in the United States. They can eat horse, but if they have an American there, we so hate them because it means you're with the Confederacy and you're racist. You ate horse or a solid-hoofed animal. Yes, you are. Don't do the hocus-pocus thing with that, you horse eater. Shut up now. You're with Nathaniel Bedford Forrest and Jeb Stuart. You suck the dick of Jefferson Davis. Don't lie about it. You are that old. Anyway, just saying, they really hate for you to have any tin in your body. It might mean you were eating a Gila monster or a crocodile from, the Egyptian cult. And then they weren't able to pray to their animal.